Today's video is sponsored by BetterHelp. I'll talk about that later in the video. A lot of us start lifting because we want to improve ourselves physically. You probably saw a couple of transformations online and it inspired you to start working out. So you sign up to the gym, you're excited to put on some muscle, but as soon as you walk through the door, all your excitement quickly turns into anxiety. That's because there's 50 different machines around you. You're not sure which ones are best to build muscle. So you end up just picking a random machine and hoping for the best. I was in this cycle for 10 years, guys. I went to the gym every week. I did random exercises and I didn't make much progress. Through trial and error, I've learned about the best exercises to put on muscle. Today's video, I'm gonna cover 11 exercises for an aesthetic physique. Calf raises, I go 4 sets for 20 reps. Forearm curls, I'll go 4 sets, 8 to 12 reps. Another exercise that's built up my physique is doing shoulder shrugs. I'll go 4 sets, 8 to 10 reps. That's all you need to build up good traps. The best bang for your buck exercise for your lower body is gonna be squats. Squats are kind of an OP exercise. They work quads, your hamstrings, your glutes. For this, I'll go 4 sets, 6 to 8 reps. The key when performing your squat, make sure your knees don't overlap your feet. Also make sure to stick out your chest. If you're just starting out, start out just with the bar, guys. It's important to learn the form first, then the weight will just come naturally over time. Squats, definitely going in the S tier. Next exercise, this is great for building up the thickness in your back. This is gonna be barbell rows. I'll usually perform this 4 sets, 6 to 8 reps. If you have back problems, a good alternative is to do dumbbell rows. When I started doing this, I really developed a thicker back, so definitely have this in your routine, guys. The next exercise, if you want to build an aesthetic physique, is deadlift. There's different types of deadlifts you can choose from. There's deadlifts with dumbbells, there's sumo deadlifts, and then there's traditional deadlifts. Experiment, find which one you like more. For me personally, I like doing the sumo because I prefer a wider stance. To prevent injury, make sure your back is straight, keep your chest out. You want to push through your legs to lift the barbell and keep the bar close to your body. Deadlift, I'll usually go 4 sets, 6 to 8 reps. Another S tier exercise. Having a good set of shoulders, it's what creates that wide look when we're going for an aesthetic physique. This next one, I would probably give it most of the credit for building up my front delts. Overhead shoulder press. To perform this, make sure you're standing 1 foot in front of the other. This is gonna keep you balanced. Stick your chest out, keep your core engaged. Have your grip be about shoulder width apart. Lower the bar right at the top of your front delt. As you lower it, breathe in, and when you reach the top, breathe out. Definitely a great exercise for building your shoulders. The next one, it's gonna build up your medial delt, which is the biggest head on your shoulder, and also your rear delt. So if you want that 3D look, make sure to do rear delt flies. I'll do this 4 sets, 8 to 10 reps. Make sure to hit all 3 heads of the shoulders. Incorporate these flies into your routine. Next exercise is good for your lower chest as well as building up your triceps. Dips. With dips, I'll usually go 4 sets, 6 to 8 reps. Most people can't do dips, so I really recommend heading to the dip machine, learning the form. If you don't have access to a dip machine, you can also just lean at the end of a bench, do dips like that. That'll help build up your strength. And once you're able to do dips, in the future, you can move on to weighted dips. This is where I really started to see gains. To target your abs, the #1 exercise I would recommend is...
Here's a quick word from our sponsor.
Guys, we all know it's important to hit the gym and to eat a healthy diet, but there's a big part of self-improvement that a lot of us neglect. That's our mental health. That's why I'm excited to talk about this week's sponsor, BetterHelp. BetterHelp is a platform that makes finding a therapist easy. It's online, it's fully remote, and just by answering a few questions, BetterHelp can match you to a professional therapist in as little as a few days. And if you don't click with your therapist, that's totally fine. You can easily switch to another therapist that fits your needs. As someone with ADHD and anxiety, my brain can be a lot to handle sometimes. The therapist I've been matched with, he's really awesome. Just like how I teach you guys to do exercises, he's been teaching me mental exercises to help me manage and work with my brain better. There's a link in my description, betterhelp.com/OwenBlair. Clicking that link supports the channel, but it also gets you 10% off your first month. So if you have a mental health condition or you're just a person struggling to live in today's world, therapy can give you the tools you need to approach your life in a different way. Again, it's betterhelp.com betterhelp.com/Owen Blair. Thank you again, BetterHelp, for supporting the channel. Now back to the workout. To target your abs, the number one exercise I would recommend is doing raises. For this, I'll go 4 sets, 10 to 15 reps. It works your abs and your hip flexors. For me, I do leg raises. For most people, that's a little difficult. So if you're starting out, you can just do knee ups. Start off with just trying to do 1. Raise your legs slowly. Keep the tension just on your abs. Don't move any other muscles. And once you're able to do 1, you could work up to doing 5. Once you hit 5, work up to 10. Then try doing leg raises for 1, then work up to 5, etc., etc. Next exercise is probably the toughest exercise for beginners at the gym. When I first did this, it literally had me shaking. Bulgarian split squat. It hits your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes. Usually I'll do this 4 sets, 6 to 8 reps. You get to focus on doing 1 leg at a time. So this is gonna help with your balance. Make sure your knees aren't overlapping your toes. Think of it like you're doing a leg press. When you reach the bottom, you're letting the weight come down and then you push it up. This is a great supplement exercise to your other leg movements. We're coming down to the home stretch. The next exercise is crucial if you want to build a V-taper look. If you're able to do it, you're really gonna start to see your body change. It's pull-ups. With me, I like to do wide grip pull-ups. With pull-ups, I'll usually go 4 sets, 6 to 8 reps. Have your grip wider than shoulder width. When you're at the bottom, make sure you feel the stretch in your lats. And when you reach the top, squeeze your lats. Pull-ups, I credit as the number one exercise that's built up my back. Definitely have that in your routine, guys. If you can't do pull-ups, start with the pull-up machine, get that form right. At this point, we're already hitting our triceps and our shoulders. It would look kind of off if our bicep is lacking. So this next exercise is probably the favorite exercise for people that are new to the gym. It's bicep curls, 4 sets, 8 to 12 reps. Don't use your momentum to lift the dumbbells. Only move this part of your body. So from my forearm to my hand, that's the only thing that should be moving. Have your range of motion be pretty slow. Add that to your tool bag if you don't do it already, bicep curls. The last exercise for building an aesthetic physique, based on process of elimination, I'm sure you know the answer already. Incline bench press. You can do incline barbell press or you can do dumbbells. Usually I'll perform it 4 sets, 6 to 8 reps. To perform this, keep your elbows tucked in. Don't flare your shoulders out. Push it up in a straight line. Definitely my favorite exercise that's built up my upper body. Those are the exercises that have built up my physique. This is just in my experience, guys. So now I've given you guys the exercises. If you want to know the exact steps I took to build an aesthetic physique, I'm gonna link a video here so you guys could check that out.
작은 해 보게도 웃을